I won, then.
I will give you
Oh, yeah.
all of that.
You will, baby girl.
Oh my
Tattoo. I need to kiss the tattoo. I know I've seen some nut drip right there before.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Oh!
Sukhiana, I just want to say this. I'm empathetic towards you, and I'm also envious of you. Because luckily for you, the things that happened to you happened in a space where it was public, and it eventually made it to the internet, so people could see exactly what type of person an individual is. And the reason why I'm envious is because a person like me that experienced the same exact thing with the same person didn't get the opportunity to show the whole world the things that were said, that were done to me individually behind closed doors. And because this person likes to get on the internet and cry and make it seem like he's such a person that just can't do any wrong, I didn't want to look like a person who was just clout chasing or lying. But let it be known that now that it's all over the internet, this is nothing new or nothing shy of behavior that I have experienced myself. I'm literally so triggered because it's like, wow, I already know that somebody probably wrote that apology for you because you're not a person who literally is willing to apologize because you don't take accountability for anything. All of the things that I went through when I was employed by you, you don't want to ever acknowledge any of those things. You literally tried to blackball me on the internet. How can you literally all of a sudden want to give out an apology because it involves another celebrity? You should literally find the grace and backtrack on all the people who are still contacting me about money, about all of their financial burdens, even the things I have to even start over my own life. But you have no empathy towards that. You might not even see this. I don't know who's gonna show it to you because you have me blocked for other reasons because you literally ruined a portion of my life. But I'm not a celebrity, so I'm not gonna get an apology, right?
Initially, I wasn't going to say anything about this situation between Sukihana and YK Oris, just because I thought for the most part, social media was doing a good job of defending her and saying, hey, just because she has a sexually overcharged online persona doesn't mean that you can violate her sexually or even her physical space. No means no, and she said no. When I went back to look at the video, I picked up on some comments that I initially didn't hear. And these comments came from Little Duval and someone who was not featured on the video. Little Duval said, I dare you to kiss her. Why would you dare this younger man to kiss someone who's telling him no? Little Duval understands the meaning behind consent.
What the f is this?
Hey,
go get. I don't know who this is. Alright, that ain't funny to me.
Karma came fast that night for Little Duval because the same night he encouraged someone to sexually assault a woman, Sukihana, was the same night that a prankster did the same thing to him. And guess what we learned? We learned that not only did he not like it, he spoke out vocally about it and called for his security guards to do damage against that individual. What we can take away from this situation is that black men like Little Duval damn well know the difference between consent and non-consent, and they simply do not want black women, or I would say most women, any women, being able to tell them no and leaving it at that. Sadly, this situation shows the dysfunction and divide amongst the black community, and it also shows that black women are not protected, nor are black girls, and that sexual assault is not taken seriously. While there have been many black women and a few black men that have come forward to take up for Sukihana, There have been a multitude of black men, as well as some black women, that have come forward to say that Sukihana's over-sexualized persona is the reason why she was treated that way. Meek Mills is one of those people who is saying that, take it easy on the kid. No, he's a grown man and he should be held accountable. But Meek Mills wasn't the only black man to come on social media and express his disapproval with all of the negative feedback.
Sukhiana says she's hurt and scared to stand up for herself following an incident with YK Osiris. That little dude definitely a cornball, but let's not stretch this out more than what it is. Suki done went fed, but I get it. Bro was wildin'. Heck of dudes probably did way worse to her behind closed doors. She only acting like this because it was in public view and because of who it was that did it to her. I really don't understand because she disrespects herself on the internet, but get mad when a ninja do it? YK Osiris square as a pool table and twice as green. Not saying little dude was right, but she seemed perfectly fine until social media blew it out of proportion. Now she's scared to stand up for herself.
Social media didn't blow it out of proportion. Social media held him accountable. And this is often what is missing within our community when we are having these tough discussions centered around protecting black women and girls and sexual assault and sexual violence. What we all saw collectively was a black woman in the midst of several black men. One is assaulting her, and the men who are surrounding him are either encouraging him to do it or they're laughing about it. And that is the reason why social media is holding him accountable. No other reason. I believe this young lady who claims to have worked with him and that said that I was afraid to come forward with what happened between him and I because I was afraid of the backlash. We can see that in this situation that's happening between him and Sukihana. The reality is this: the black community needs to do more to protect black women and girls, and we need to stop making excuses for black men and black boys when they do something and they're being held accountable and they don't want to face the consequences for their actions. Get in the comment section, tell me what you thought about this video. Thanks for watching.